What's up YouTube? My name's Aja. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm bringing you a really fun video in honors of Women's History Month. I'm bringing you 10 books written by women and all about our spiritual women's journey. So I'm bringing you 10 spiritual women books. Let's just roll right into it. In my last book haul, I read you the back, told you a little about what the book is about. If I've started it already, I'll let you know a little bit of how I like it. And let's just get into the video. So the first book that we are going to start with is called You Are a Goddess by Sophie Bashford. You can see this in my video above. I used it in a love spell because amazingly this book is actually an oracle. And as you randomly flip through the pages, let your hands guide you to a page that can bring you to either a meditation, just a reading that you need, a little reminder that you need, anything like that. That's how you can use this book as an oracle. So it's basically like drawing an oracle card. Roll the pages. Which one do you land on? That's the one that you do. And this book helps you discover how the goddess is guiding your life. And it really helps you live through the eyes of the goddess. Now there's Aphrodite, Isis, Kali. We have Mother Mary, Jesus's mom. We have the Avalon priestesses. There are just so many goddesses in here that you can get guidance from, get wisdom from, and connect to that divine feminine that you are deep down inside. This is a perfect oracle whenever you're doing self-love rituals. I read mine every day. Just flip to a page and see who's guiding you today. And I just flip to, as I find the goddess in me, and I live with her, for her, and through her, so shall I exemplify the possibility of healing for all women across the globe. That's the message for this video. Let's move on to the next book. So next, this book is by Martha Beck. She's a New York Times bestselling author. She's a woman and she's a spiritual woman. She makes magic books like this one that is called Finding Your North Star. And this book is all about how to map your way to a more joyful life. I'll read the whole back since I don't have a whole video on this one. Explorers depend on a North Star when there are no other landmarks in sight. The same relationship exists between you and your right life, the ultimate realization of your potential for happiness. I believe that a knowledge of the perfect life sits inside you just as the North Star sits in its unaltering spot. Martha Beck has helped hundreds of clients find their own North Star, fulfill their potential, and live more joyfully. Now she shares her step-by-step program that will help you take the exhilarating and frightening journey to your own ideal life. Finding your own North Star will show you how to read your internal compasses, articulate your core desires, identify and repair the unconscious beliefs that may be blocking your progress, nurture your intuition, and cultivate your dreams from the first magical flicker of an idea through the plan of implementation and of a more satisfying life. Martha Beck offers thoroughly tested case studies, questionnaires, exercises, and her own trademark wit and wisdom to guide you through every step of the way. Now, this book is fabulous. Even just the introduction has some beautiful words. In moments you can't see your destiny or can't believe that it's really guiding you, it helps to know that you have several different compasses built in your brain and body. Chapters 1 through 8, you'll learn how to read your internal compasses to guide you through the search for your true path. There's just tons of lovely words. First part is finding your own North Star. You see, I write different things in here. And this is just a fabulous book on connecting to your divine feminine energy that is on your divine blueprint. So this is the fixed self that you have chosen. Before you even got on earth, your soul chose this life. This will help you find your divine blueprint. An amazing book by an amazing woman, Martha Beck. You have to get it this March. So the next book I have will be near and dear to you Catholic Christian, ex-Catholic, ex-Christian, not religious, witches girl. The Way of the Rose. The Radical Path of the Divine Feminine Hidden in the Rosary by Clark Strand and Perdita Finn. Now, this book is really fun and it's really sweet, and it helps you connect to a rosary whether you're religious or not, whether you're Catholic or not. I'm not Catholic, and you can see I have my I attached my own little goddess figure to the crucifix that's down here. But really, the rosary is about honoring the goddess, Mother Mary. And it is about honoring the divine goddess that men have tried to eliminate from history for thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of years. So the inside says, this would be the back, but the back is all like comments. And my bookmark, my bookmark is my Ankh, because I can read this daily and just keep feminine energy in there, keep virgin energy in there, keep renewing womb life-giving energy in this book, in my rosary, if I keep all three of these together. So the inside says, what happens when a former Zen Buddhist monk and his feminist wife experience an apparition of the Virgin Mary? Before a vision of a mysterious lady invited Clark Strand and Perdita Finn, I cannot with her name, invited Clark Strand and Perdita Finn to pray the rosary. They were not only uninterested in becoming Catholic, but finished with institutional religion altogether. Much as me, because I ain't trying to be no Christian Baptist no more, and I don't want to be Catholic either. But my Nana, who's also not Catholic, gave me this for Christmas. She gifted me this for Christmas, so I wanted to learn all about rosaries. Like, why did she give it to me? What is it about? Etc., etc. And then I found this book. Their main spiritual concerns were the fate of the planet and the future of their children and grandchildren in an age of ecological collapse. But this lady, Mary, barely even referred to the church and its prescriptions. Instead, she spoke of the miraculous power of the rosary to transform lives and to heal the planet and to reveal the secrets she had hidden within the rosary's prayers and mysteries. Secrets of a past age when a forest were only the cathedrals and the people wove garlands for a mother whose loving presence was close to the ground beneath their feet. So Mother Mary, Jesus' mom, says, this rosary is my body, and my body is the body of the world. Your body is one with that body. What cause could there be for fear? Weaving together remarkable story of how they came to the rosary, their discoveries of the ancient devotion, and the life-changing revelations of the Lady Mary herself. Clark Strand and Perdita, gotta write that time, girlfriend, reveal an ancestral path available to everyone, religious or not. The path that returns us to the powerful healing rhythms of the natural world. And that is because Mother Earth is feminine. She has cycles. She has life and death that you can connect to and things that just go in order. This rosary was made in Italy. And then it shows these two little white people. And it says they're co-founders of the Way of the Rose, the Fellowship of the Rosary, and friends dedicated their lives to Earth and the lady, her, Mary. So the rosary is not about being Catholic. If you're not Catholic, you probably don't know that, because I just thought it was for Catholic. I just thought it was for Catholic people. Like, and then I thought that people appropriated it by wearing it as like jewelry. Remember back in like 2005 when people were like wearing rosaries as like necklaces up until like 2010? That was just blasphemy. But so like I never knew what it was all about. I just thought it was a Catholic thing. But this book transformed my complete thinking of the rosary. Now it's a part of my spiritual woman's morning routine. I'll give one of the prayers a day. So you go through all 59 beads and you give one of the journeys and you give one mystery a day, or you can do all the mysteries in a day. You can customize how you pray to a rosary, but it's really just using spiritual beads to kind of harness your energy and give it back off into the universe. I fell in love with her. Thank you, Nana. I just got this for Christmas, and it connects me to my mother Mary, who is Jesus's mom, and Jesus is my homeboy, my brother. So it connects me to both of them. But this is a very divine way, and you can dress them up and customize them as you want. That's why I added my little witchy goddess to the end. But it's beautiful. It's pink pearls, Swarovski crystals. Yes, homegirl went all out. But it's so pretty. I love it. And I keep these 3 together here. And it actually came with a little pouch that says my rosary. And I keep the rosary in this pouch, and I keep this as my bookmark, and these all just stay together. Very spiritual, very womanly, as this is the divine woman, the goddess of the earth, the one who birthed Jesus. Hello. If you don't want to talk to her, nobody else you're gonna want to talk to. So if you don't want to talk to Jesus's mom, don't even keep watching this. But the next book is indigenous, so it is not from any type of Christian faith. So our next book actually was written by an indigenous Native American woman, and it does not have to do much with Christianity besides saying how Eve got the short end of the stick, and our goddesses were allowed to connect with the earth and be one with the earth, one with the trees, one with forests, rivers, sand, land. And Eve got kicked out of her forest for eating one of its fruit. Like what? That is what patriarchy and masculine religion will put in your head. But this beautiful book called Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. So this book is called Braiding Sweetgrass by Robin Wall Kimmerer. She's a mother, scientist, a decorated professor, and an enrolled member of the Citizen Potawatomi Nation. I love this book. I'm indigenous. I'm a Lenape Indian mixed with an African American woman, and then we got Irish and shit in there, so we got some Celtic history, etc. But, so it says, nature/essays. As a botanist, Robin Wall Kimmerer has been trained to ask questions of nature with the tools of science. For these science people like me, I loved environmental science, astronomy, I love astrology, etc., etc. Y'all have seen my videos, girl. If y'all saw me in college, you know too. As a member of the citizen of her nation, she embraces the notion that plants As a member of the Citizen Potawatomi Nation, she embraces the notion that plants and animals are our oldest teachers. That's what this book is about. In Braiding Sweetgrass, Kimmerer brings the lenses of knowledge together to show that a wider ecological consciousness requires the acknowledgement and celebration of our reciprocal relationship with the rest of the living world. For only when we can hear the languages of the other beings that we are capable of understanding the generosity of the earth and living to give our own gifts in return. Now, this book is amazing about connecting to nature. It is so fabulous. Like this line right here says, living by the precepts of the honorable harvest. To take only what is given, to use it well, to be grateful for the gift, and to reciprocate the gift is easy in a pecan grove. We reciprocate the gift by taking care of the grove, protecting it from harm, planting seeds so that new groves will shade the prairie and feed the squirrels. So this book is about sort of how us Native Americans connect to the world and give back to Goddess Mother Nature. And then she regenerates us in return. So it's kind of like a big motherly cycle between humans and the world. We kind of give, they give back. Animals as well. We give, they give back. We eat, they take, we take, they eat. So it's like this whole big cycle connecting us to nature, Mother Earth. As women, it is a beautiful book, and it is a beautiful, just like she says, for all of us, becoming indigenous to a place means living as if your children's future matter. To take care of the land as if our lives, both material and spiritual, depended on it. So it's sort of this beautiful folklore story. It's real. It's not like, it's not fiction. I say story, but it's not fiction. But it is just a beautiful Native American tale. Sweetgrass as the hair of Mother Earth, how it's traditionally braided, and just, you guys saw Sweetgrass in my smudging video, where I told you guys all about Native American smudging. But Sweetgrass was absolutely in there as our holy spiritual grass that you can burn and during your spiritual rituals. Next, I got this book. It semi-disappointed me. It's just not what I thought it was. I honestly thought that this and this related, but they do not relate at all. This is like someone that cares and like wrote the book and took time to do it. This is made easy, and Tanisha, I'm so disappointed. Tanisha wrote this, and it says, learn about long lost ancient goddess traditions and reconnect with your feminine power, natural cycles, and intuition. Now it says it does this, but I don't know. It just gives like exercises. It doesn't teach you much. It just kind of gives you like exercises to do, like feminine ways to make a difference. Be mindful of the power of our words. Unify the power of the community. Heal the balance of the feminine polarities and masculine polarities within ourselves. Like, it's stuff that's like not anything new that you would not learn from any of the other books. As you see, I do read and I still highlight and I try to grasp important information. Here's one that I highlighted. The truth is, every woman is a goddess once she understands that she's inherently divine by design. And I thought that was beautiful to highlight. But this book, on the back, it says, a comprehensive handbook of a woman's wisdom to empower women of all ages. That's by Soul and Spirit magazine. Ancient civilizations once worshipped female deities, and women were the leaders, counselors, and healers of their communities. But through the ages, the wisdom of the goddess was forgotten, and people around the world lost their connection to the ancient feminine wisdom. In this practical guide, it is a practical guide, but I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. If you saw these pages, they just weren't like written with love. Like, they were just kind of like thrown out. But this says, Tanisha, a leading teacher and author of the women's wisdom traditions, introduces the main goddess cultures and explains how their teachings and practices can empower and transform your life today. You'll learn the history, philosophy, and practices of ancient goddess traditions. It doesn't really teach you that. Like, I'm going to be honest, it doesn't really teach you that. The 7 goddess archetypes and their corresponding chakras, it gives you that in the briefest. I don't know, if you want to get this book, go for it, but it gives you that in the briefest little, like, you should just get this book. Like, there's other books that I will show you guys that you should get that's, like, but this was part of my March haul for women. Don't you hate when women kind of, like, just throw out nonsense? Y'all see how far I got? Look, page 122, and I'm still... The life stages of the feminine journey and how to transform through each one. Rituals to reconnect with your inner goddess. Insight and tools to understand and align with the cycles of nature. So this book is trying to show you how to reconnect with the ancient feminine wisdom and practices to transform how you see yourself as a woman. So get this book. It's cheap. But get some of my other ones before you get this. Like, get this, like, last. Like, get this, like, as just a little, like, flip through, like, little reminder thing. Like, it's nothing, like, it's not a huge text to read. You know what I mean? We're halfway done, and next we have 2 books actually from another Christian woman, a follower of Jesus Christ back in the Bible days. She was in the New Testament, and her name is Mary Magdalene. So, thank you. No, you're fine. Have a lovely one. Sit. Y'all, I know you guys know Mary Magdalene from the Bible. The prostitute that Jesus forgave in front of everyone. And everyone was shocked because they thought, oh, she just did the sin of all sins. And she doesn't deserve her sanctuary. And she doesn't deserve like a divine feminine life. But of course she does. Of course she does. She is the first apostle. This book, Mary Magdalene Revealed. I believe this one is newer. Well, it was on sale on Hay House, which y'all have seen me get cards from and stuff, but it was on sale at Hay House for Women's History Month in March. So this says, Mary Magdalene Revealed, the first apostle, her feminist gospel, and the Christianity we haven't tried yet. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene reveals a very different love story from the one we've come to refer to as Christianity. Harvard-trained theologian, I'm a theologist, leads us verse by verse through Mary's gospel to illuminate the powerful teaching it contains. So just a woman apostle teaching us the gospel, teaching us the way of Jesus through a woman. Like, I'm tired of... I'm not going to say I'm tired of reading my Bible because I'm never going to stop reading the Bible, the Christian Baptist Bible. Like, I have an NIV, I have King James, I have student versions, I have a whole bunch of them, but if y'all have ever delved into the Bible, it shuns women pretty much from start till finish. So, this is a gospel as ancient and authentic as any of the gospels in the Christian Bible contains, but this one was buried deep in the Egyptian desert after an edict was sent out to the 4th century to have all copies of it destroyed. So they've been trying to cut us women out of history. Fortunately, some rebel monks were wise enough to refuse, and thanks to their disobedience and rebellions and spiritual bravery, we have several manuscripts of the only gospel that was written in the name of a woman, the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. Mary's gospel reveals a radical love that sits at the heart of the Christian story. Her gospel says that we are not sinful. We are not to be ashamed or unworthy for human beings. And that brings me back to when I say Hail Marys, I don't say for us sinners. I don't say sinners. Like, you have to be weary of the words that you put out into the universe. I'm not calling myself a sinner, like, ever. Like, I'm a goddess. So I don't need to be forgiven as a sinner. I need to be forgiven for my love and devotion. You know, like, Christian Baptist Bible just teaches, like, fear. And we don't have to fear. We have to love. So, Mary's gospel reveals a radical love that sits at the heart of the Christian story. Her gospel says that we are not sinful. We are not to feel ashamed or unworthy for being human. In fact, our purpose is to be fully human, to be a true human being. That is a person who has remembered that yes, we are messy, we have a limited ego, and we have a limitless soul devoted to Father God. All we need to do is turn inward again and again to meditate like Mary Magdalene and the way her gospel directs us so that we can see past the ego of our own little lives to what's more real and lasting and infinite and already here within. If you guys, I'm gonna have a whole review on the Kabbalion, but the Kabbalion says that everything is within and the universe is mental. So if the universe is mental, you have to go within to connect to the universe. You have to be quiet. You have to read and write and things like that. With Searing Clarity, Watterson. Oh, I didn't say, this is by Megan Watterson. Watterson explains how and why Mary came to be portrayed as the penitent prostitute and relates a more historically and theologically accurate depiction of who Mary Magdalene was within the early Christ movement. And she shares how discovery of Mary's gospel has allowed her to practice and experience the love that never ends and the love that transforms everything. The universe is ever changing. No one was there to witness the witness. Like, this is a beautiful book on Mary Magdalene, and so is this one. The back of this one says, was Jesus' most important disciple a woman? A thoughtful and provocative analysis of the evidence by one of today's most respected contemplative teachers. This is called The Meaning of Mary Magdalene, Discovering the Woman at the Heart of Christianity. Cynthia Borgolt. Fancy name. A spiritual masterpiece and by far the wisest and most profound book ever written on Mary Magdalene. A remarkable invitation to the origins and wisdoms of Christianity through the apostolic witness of Mary Magdalene. Accept a challenge, perhaps more than you're ready for. This book could change something as it invites you to deepen your capacity for love through the witness of Jesus' beloved disciple. So you guys need to stop being so judgmental. Learn to love everybody. And this book will help you learn to love like your fellow woman, to learn to love your inner woman. Conscious work, shadow work, conscious love, like celibacy. It teaches you about your heart, the path that Jesus walked. It teaches you just about so many things. It's so beautiful. Like, it teaches you the beauty of presence and absence. The wisdom of Mary Magdalene, chapter 17. Update the Holy Week literate. Reclaim the wisdom gospels. Recover the centrality of anointing and the hegemony of celibacy. So it's just an amazing way to connect with your divine feminine and not let men control your sexuality anymore. You can't let men control your spirituality anymore. You can't let men control your lives anymore based on the shame that they're trying to get you to feel due to you being a woman and using your little woman parts. That they trying to shame your little woman parts. They said that having a period was dirty. Girl, boo. We don't listen to men anymore. Next book. Okay, we're down to the last 3 books, guys. So this one is called The Magical Writing Grimoire, and it is by Lisa Marie Basil. Use the words as your wand for magic, manifestation, and ritual. I love this book. Teaches you how to write spells, how to write incantations, how to write in your journal, how to write magic, spellcraft, writing magically, writing with intent. You have to write. When you write, your words are scribed into the universe, and then they're translated through Gabriel, the archangel, and then your messages can go through and through and through. With these books, this one, let's see what I highlighted. As a longtime poet and magic maker, word witchery. So this is called The Sacred Connection Between Language and Magic. Word witchery is working with the inherent power of the word through art, poetry, diary keeping, sigil creation, intentional journaling, and writing spells and rituals. Words are generative as spells are, asking for us to fall in love with the way they look, how they sing on and off the page, and the way that they fill our bodies when we speak loud. If magic is the manipulation of energy to create change, then wordcraft, we can write our intentions into reality. Please get this book. Please. That was just the first couple sentences. Cool. So it says, part guided journaling practice, part interactive magical grimoire. The Magical Writing Grimoire shows you how to incorporate writing as a magical tool to create healing and amplify spellcasting. Whenever and wherever you are, word magic is with you. During times of chaos or pain, or simply when you need a cosmic boost, writing can help. Healers and magical practitioners have long incorporated writing in their practices. From letter writing for creative closure to dream diaries, writing is a powerful process for moving your dreams into manifestation. The Magical Writing Grimoire approaches writing as self-actualization, intentional, and a healing act. You will learn how to combine writing with ritual and magic for self-discovery, amplifying intentions, and manifesting your own creations. Man, I love this book. You will also be guided in how to create a personal grimoire, a magical book of self, rituals, spells, intentions. And each chapter contains writing prompts that also incorporate magical rituals and tools, including things you can work with like crystals, candle alchemy, etc., etc. get this. I have no other words. Like, get the damn book, sis. Like, get the book. I'm sorry. You have to. You have to learn how to write intentionally, because a lot of your spells probably don't work because you're asking for a husband, and then you wonder why you're getting like married men in your inbox. Learn how to magically write. Every single word that you write has purpose, meaning, power. Get to it. This is a great book. Lisa Marie Basil. I got mine at Barnes & Noble for $21.99. Second to last, this book you guys have seen before. It is called Spellcrafting. Strengthening the power of your craft by creating and casting your own unique spells. This is by Erin Murphy Hiscock, author of The Green Witch. So this book teaches you how to create a magic that is uniquely yours. Personalized spells are powerful spells, and the key to powerful spellcrafting lies within you. By focusing your intention and trusting your intuition, you will learn how to elevate your craft and tap into the magical energies that flow throughout the world. Empower your practice with the inspiration, magic, and art of spellcrafting. Spellcrafting guides you on this journey of magic and self-exploration, helping you strengthen your connection to yourself and to the abundance of the earth's natural energy. So that's using like crystals, that's using like my oils, my jewelry on AjasOr.com. Inside these pages, you'll learn how to craft and cast a spell of your own making. And with this enhanced understanding of writing and individual spells, your spellcrafting will go beyond the basics and become aligned with your own unique needs. So writing your own spells, or taking my spells that I've given you and just kind of tweaking the words, is the way to go, sis. So you need to get this book to learn how to tweak the words and kind of make my magic your magic, and make anyone's magic your magic. Own your magic. Writing it down. This teaches you how to build lists of ingredients and how to like enchant your list of ingredients, etc., etc. It's so amazing. I love it. And it teaches you how to journal every night, magically journal every night. So intentionally journal instead of just writing, today I went to the park with Pierre, my dog. My dog's really name is Pierre. Okay, you guys, so before the light goes absolutely bonkers on me like it already is, our last book is Tarot. Connect with yourself, develop intuition, and live mindfully by Tina Gong. Find out how to customize, interpret, and apply the wisdom of tarot to enhance every area of your life, your career, finances, relationships, and more. Now, this is such an aesthetic book by our girl Tina. She is a beautiful artist, an amazing artist, writer, interpreter of the tarot. Get to know each card in detail. Meet the magician, who encourages you to trust in your abilities. Connect with the nurturing instincts of the Empress. Feel the confidence of the Chariot, my life card. And explore the meanings of each card for you. Discover how each tarot can illuminate your unique path and lead to tangible, positive actions that you can apply day to day. So I like this book separate from any other tarot book because it gives you upright and reversed, interpretation, reflection, and actions. It gives you stuff to do if you draw these cards, and that's lit, Tina. No one else does that. Girl, if I ain't gonna lie, if I make a tarot book, I'm doing that, because that is lit. Like, you need to trademark that. Ace. Oh, look. My bookmark. It's the Three of Wands. Girl, I was on my discovery, my path, my embarking, my journey. My Three of Wands fell out because it was my bookmark. I don't know what page it was marked. I didn't even know this wasn't in my deck. Like, that's sad. It was just a bookmark. Because, guys, I use these cards every day in every, like, situation of my life. So they're just everywhere all the time. They're in my car. They're in my purse. Obviously, they're in my books. But, like, it'll say, like, upright, interpretation, trials and tribulations have defined the wands. The fool is bruised and battered, strained. This is Nine of Wands. Reflection. Think about what you can do. And then you have, like, action, which says take pride in your effort, protect your boundaries. And if you get the reverse, your actions are like reassess boundaries, reestablish reasons, recognize wounds. So it's just a super freaking awesome book. Like, Tina, you did that. I love this book. Like, I actually do recommend this book to people because it's so unique and so different from any other book. And then the artwork is beautiful. Beautiful. And that was the last one, you guys. I'm so glad that you made it all the way to the end. Thank you so, so much for watching my 10 spiritual women's books for Women's History Month in March. Happy March. Happy Women's History Month. Stay tuned. Go check out ajasaura.com. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Peace. Peace.